and welcome to Wintercrest Park for CTN's coverage of American Legion Baseball. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Post 334 squad welcomes the group from Post 594 out of Eagan. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and Howie turning into a beautiful summer evening. Cool, comfortable, cloudy but dry.
You know, we had such a hot weekend in the 90s, and the humidity was tropical. And this really is pleasant. And of course, we love baseball coming out here at Wintercrest, getting an opportunity to do a game under the lights. And this is a couple of teams that, certainly in Eagan, not a lot of opportunity under the belts. Just one game played so far this year, a 2-1 loss to Westfall. And of course, the Post 334 team from Coon Rapids are already 8 games under their belt, coming off the Red Haddocks Wood Bat tournament, where they finished 3-1.
Here's a look at the Eagan lineup. Leading off is Cole Poplinski, the center fielder, followed by Adam Byrne. Matthew Burgum hitting third with Drew Lunke in the cleanup spot. Jack Stump, the first base minder, hitting fifth. Tom Schlitz. Then A.J. Battaglia, the DH, in the number 7 spot. Left fielder Parker Weigert hitting 8th. And Justin Fleming rounding out the order. And they will face Braden Farley for the Rapids, who comes in with a nice, strong fastball for a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, Farley comes in.
This one fouled off and out of play. Quickly ahead in the count, 0-2.
Comes to this game, his first opportunity to pitch this season for the Post.
Well, a lefty with a big arm, we're used to seeing him in the outfield with his speed, but he'll start on the bump. A good-looking breaking pitch after a couple of fastballs got him in the driver's seat. 1-2, the count to Poplinski.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Poplinski to take. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
This one grounded to the left side. Charging is Lockinen. The throw to Peterson in plenty of time. And Poplinski is gone to start the first.
A relatively easy ground ball to Nick Lockinen. Nice soft throw across the diamond over to Peterson. Izzy Peterson.
Look at the defense behind Farley. Bryce Peterson in right. Ryan Garlick, the center fielder. Adam Offerdahl is in left. Nick Lockinen and Jackson Bates on the left side of the infield. Xander Parr at second and Izzy Peterson at first. Joe Kapp is behind the plate for Farley this evening. Kapp getting the regular catching spot at the end of the varsity season, when normal starter went down.
Petruson, my bad. I read that incorrectly.
Killing me, Smalls.
Hey, listen, at least I took the blame. It's my fault. I wrote it incorrectly.
That confused me as I was mentioning that Kirby Peary went down with a fracture. Solid single back through the box for Aiden Byrne on the first pitch he sees. And a one-out single. Gets Eagan on the base pass.
So you see the pitch a little bit up in the zone, and Byrne able to slice through it and put it up back the box for that one-out single.
Bergen steps in. And a fastball misses low. Scoreboard not working either.
That is
this
correct.
Evening.
It's all on you. It's all on your shoulders.
That's a scary thought. Pitch down and away, 2-0, the count to Bergman.
You know, the Eagan squad, just that one game, they obviously want to be able to get some good baseball in here tonight. And
down and in and quickly in a 3-0 hole after the one-out single.
Coach Soren Agard said, we'd love to play 9 tonight if we could. If they said, let's go 9, we'll play 9. There's a balk.
Yeah, you can't just look at first. You have to throw. Comes back with a strong fastball, though, now. And gets a strike. Burgum looking all the way. (3-1), and Farley still has to deliver. Belt high strike, foul down the left field line, and no chance for Offerdale to get to that one, but Farley trying to battle all the way back from down 3-0.
Well, back to my point before is that obviously they'd like to try and get something going here in the first inning. Just scoring 1 run against Armstrong Westfall in that 2-1 loss.
Runners going. This one smoked to center. It's going to drop behind Bates and well in front of Garlick, and Byrne going to score easily on a well-played hit and run. Perfectly placed by Burgum on the 3-2 pitch.
It looked like that ball was going to stay up a little bit, but then it died in front of Garlick. Garlick made an opportunity from center field to see if he could make a play on the ball. Bates wasn't going to be able to do that from his shortstop position, but again, that ball just kind of died and then fell on the grass. Not before, as you mentioned, Egan's going to get that first run of the game.
So Drew Grunkley will dig in now with a runner at first, a 1-0 lead and 1 away. Hard to get a good lead and a good read against a good lefty when they're looking right at you. This one fouled back and off out of play. Off speed pitch left up high, and Grunkley got back underneath it. 0-2. Runner is going. This hit back up the middle underneath Bates's glove, but no chance for Burgum to get past second as Garlick was right on top of the ground ball in center field. But a good another solid single, getting the defense moving again 2 times in a row now, calling the hit and run and having it pay off.
Doing a really nice job, as you mentioned, putting the ball in play, and that's what they want to do on that hit and run situation. And now they've just the one out, and they've already scored a run. Runners at first and second. They're continuing to put pressure on Farley in this post 334 squad.
Already a 1-run lead, 2 on, only 1 away. Stumpf looks at a strike at the knees. Fouls it back, and again, Farley able to get ahead 0-2. Needs a big out, number 2.
That would be big at this point. You don't want to give up too much here in the top of the first. Obviously, beginning of this game, but you want to get your squad back to the plate, up to the plate.
Protecting low, fouls it back. It'll stay 0-2. This one hit well toward the gap in left center. It will fall. First run will score. Going for third is Grunkley. He's there easily. An RBI single for Stumpf. Runners at the corners. 2 across and only 1 away.
Yeah, Farley having a difficult time just really keeping it down in the zone, and they're giving the opportunity to the Eagan hitters to really swing at their pitches as Coach Mossy is going to take a walk to the mound to talk to Braden Farley just about that. Runners at the corners, just 1 away.
Yeah, a very sticky situation, a 2-0 deficit early. Runners at the corners, a team that's just looking far too comfortable at the plate after getting an easy first out.
When you talk about, you know, the amount of games that are played in this at this level, and you certainly want to be able to keep your pitching staff intact as far as you can, obviously early here. But Mossy just doing a good job of just making sure he goes and settles down Farley here with runners at the corners and 1 away.
4 straight base hits, a lot of running, a lot of movement on the base paths for Eagan. Has them in the 2-0 lead, and this one driven deep. It will bounce and be bobbled a bit by Offerdahl. 1 run will score easily, an RBI double as Schlitz jogs into second with the 5th straight hit for Eagan.
Yeah, again, just location where that pitch is, and give the Eagan hitters credit. They're doing a nice job of driving the ball. You saw there as he drove that ball to the deepest part of left center field. Getting that pitch up in the zone, just where you want it. You see that ball fall in front of Offerdahl.
A.J. Battaglia, the DH, hitting 7th. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. A 3-0 lead here in the top of the first. That pitch is inside, got a piece of him, and that'll fill the bases. Still only 1 away, and the 8th man of the inning coming up.
Cobb's going to go take a walk out this time to talk to Farley. Joe, you got a tip of the cap from the official.
Always like it. I try as best I can not to question
he was just
officials.
Saying, be nice to me, please.
Well, I compliment him. He's got a job I would not do. Pitch inside to Parker Wright, starts him out 1-0. No place to put him, 1 away. And now our base umpire having a word with our pitcher. Already called for 1 balk in the inning. It's been a rough one. 5 straight base hits. A hit batter, 3 across.
Again,
bends that one across. Evens the count 1-1.
That's the type of location he's looking for. His pitch there. Yeah, he needs this hitter right here.
Nice frame too by Joe Kopp, policing that outside edge.
You're so funny.
Curveball. Sent to the right side, quick flip. Bates has 1, and that's all he'll be able to get. No chance to get Weigert, who got down the baseline quickly. 1 more comes across. A 4-0 lead.
In that situation, you know, the ground ball where you need it to be, you're not going to get the double play because of that speed, but you do get the run coming across. Record that 2nd out. Try and stay and keep this inning alive, but so far Egan's got to be pretty pleased to the start they've received here on the road.
16, the courtesy runner will come in for Schlitz, the catcher, now that they're 2 away.
That would be Carter Gage. Courtesy runner for post 594.
Eagan able to bat the order here in the top of the first inning. 4 across. Runners at the corners with 2 away. That pitch outside to Justin Fleming as he looks to keep the rally going. Called strike, and Weigert retreats. Not going to test Kopp. It looked like he was going to go. Good location there from Farley right on the outside edge. This time he will go. The pitch is down and in, and Kopp's not going to throw with the runner at third. Two and one shows bunt. Pitch is high and away, and now Fleming in the driver's seat. 3-1.
Yeah, Farley just now in danger of losing him and loading the bases back up.
Bunts this one foul into his own dugout, and the count goes full. Pushes the bunt. Petrusin throws behind. Parr coming over to cover. Both runs are going to score. And Fleming ends up at second, now with 2 away and 6 across, back to the top of the order.
Well, that's just a play by Parr, not being ready to cover the bag over at second. Kind of got a late start and realized he wasn't going to make it.
Was thrown way behind him, though.
Well, yeah,
by
but
Petrusin.
Well, Petrusin really had no opportunity because he realized there was nobody at the bag.
Well, you got to throw it to the bag.
Yeah.
Throw it to the bag. Let him run onto it.
I don't think he would have.
That's it. That error is charged to Petrusin.
Yes.
Both runs score on the error. So no RBI for Fleming. This one hit really well toward the gap. One hops the fence. Easily across is Fleming. In standing is Poplinski. And we're not done yet in the first. You talked about it early on, Howie, that they only scored 2 in their first game.
No,
one in their first game. Really wanted to get some offense.
They got some.
First time through the order, 7 runs. Six hits. Of course, the error means everything behind it is unearned. Both runs that scored on the error. First 4, though, earned runs. 7. Wow, he's off, and they got him for a balk again.
That's the second one of the inning.
This has just been a very rough start for Braden Farley. A runner at third base now, still 2 away. Behind in the count to Aiden Byrne, 1-0. And this one's hit, gonna drop, and it does. Racing in with another run is Poplinski.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for Farley. We've seen some action in the bullpen. He just has not had his stuff, not had the location. That'll bring in Preston Killian. He will take over. And a very, very quick
And we will take a break as he gets warmed up. We'll be back with more American Legion Baseball after this on CTN.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Preston Killeen will toe the rubber. 2 out, runner at first base. And he starts Matt Burgum with a strike. Throw down not in time as Burns slides back safely. This one fouled and out of play. One and two.
Yeah, they just want to get out of this inning, get a chance to get up to the plate. They're already down 7-0, 8-0.
Trying to drop that curveball in there. It was just left high. And it's 2-2 to Burgum. Burgum, an RBI single that started the scoring earlier in this first inning. And he is driving this one to right, but in a good position to end the inning is Bryce Peterson. And the Rapids will get a chance to respond, but 8 runs on 7 hits in the first inning. A big error that cost the Cardinals, the Rapids, heartily their first time at the plate after this on CTN.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Back at Wintercrest Park, Coon Rapids, an opportunity to respond. Eagan post 594, a resounding start on offense.
Yeah, they're going to need an opportunity to respond here, down 8-0.
They put a snowman on the board.
Yes, they did.
Before the Cardinals could even hit. To look at how they will hope to answer, Jackson Bates, the shortstop leading off, Bryce Peterson behind him, Nick Lockinen is in the hole, Braden Farley, the starting pitcher now, we're assuming designated hitter will hit cleanup. Ryan Garlick, the center fielder, hitting 5th. Xander Parr, Izzy Petruson, Adam Offerdahl, and finally Joe Cobb.
Bates hitting .412 as he steps to the plate. Leading hitter on this post 334 squad.
First pitch, one hop to Stumpf. They just barely got him. As a Stumpf, it should have been an easy out
Should have
for
been.
Stumpf.
Well, he misplayed the ball.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
Fleming instead on the backup that needed to get there in time, and Stumpf. A thank you to his pitcher. It's usually the other way around, but
Yeah.
Dane Miller bailing him out. One pitch out. Pitch is high to Peterson, 1-0. Fastball right there evens the count. Inside.
Peterson hitting 300 as he steps to the plate. Miller trying to work that inside part of the plate.
That didn't miss by much. Peterson a little anxious, I think, waiting for the call. But he's adding the count 3-1, and Miller will come with fastball and clip the inside edge to fill it up.
Yeah, pretty much had the green light there. Just take that pitch. Miller made sure it was over the zone, into the zone, and for that strike.
This one hit pretty well to center. Poplinski underneath it, though, for out number 2. Here's a look at the defense. Poplinski in the middle. Matthew Burgum to his left, our right. Parker Weigert in left field. Jack Stumpf at first. Justin Fleming, the second baseman, with a great backup play to get it started. Adam Byrne is the shortstop. Drew Grunkley is at the hot corner, and Tom Schiltz is behind the plate.
Lockett having a nice season, hitting .409 as he steps to the plate, and Rapids trying to get something going with 2 away.
Showed bunt, takes strike 2, quickly 0-2. Miller trying to get his hot bats back to the dish as quickly as possible. This one hit pretty well toward the gap in right center. It's going to fall. Lockinen will turn and dig for 2. And he is going to be sliding in well ahead of the throw with the first hit of the ball game for Coon Rapids.
Did a nice job jumping on that fastball, and he gave it a ride to deep part of right center field. You see just up a little bit, got a good spot on it. And it's going to fall between Poplinski and Burgum.
Could have been in standing, had plenty of time. Well hit ball. Braden Farley would love to get out some aggression here after the rough first part of this first inning. And he looks at a strike on the outside edge, 0-1.
Farley hitting .320 as he steps to the plate. And you're right, he would like to get a little retribution.
This one hit toward the gap and through. Lockinen is going to turn and come home. Weigert with the throw, not quite in time. That was a heck of a gun from left. And the tag from Schiltz just a half a second late as Lockett slides in safely. And the Cardinals get one back with 2 out here in the bottom of the first.
Coach Mossy sending him all the way, and you know, at this point you're down 8 runs. You want to take some opportunities here early in this ball game to see if you can start chipping away at this lead. And there again, just a nice throw. He's just going to slide around it. Close play at the plate.
Now Ryan Garlick hoping to keep a little streak going here with 2 away. Farley easily advancing to second as they came home. But an RBI single will make him feel a little bit better about the first inning.
Awfully
Very close. But I think he beat it. Pitch down and away. Evens the count to Garlick, 1-1.
Garlick hitting .318 on the season. Youngster doing a nice job. We watched him as a sophomore last year. At the end of the season, doing a nice job for the Cardinals.
This one back out of play, 2-2. This one rolled slowly to second. Fleming to Stumpf will end the inning. Rapids able to get one back, but a big lead for Eagan as they come back to the plate up 8-1 in the second after this.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Well, look at Alex Boxwell here at the ballpark. Of course, anybody who's been following the Gopher, number 14th rated Golden Gopher baseball team, made a nice run trying to get to that College World Series. And Alex, with a great career as a Golden Gopher, played center field for him, had a nice senior year as well. We wish him the best. He's hoping to see if he can continue playing baseball at the next level. And he's had a really nice year, and the Gophers had a phenomenal season. They were so much fun to watch. Unfortunately, fell to Oregon State, who ended up going to the College World Series.
Preston Killeen came in and got it out. Only guy he faced in the top half of the first. Picks up here with Grunkley, who singled and scored in that 8-run inning. And wow, that was just a slow bender, and Grunkley tried to wait on it and then hoped it was falling off the edge. It stays in the box though, and it's an 0-2 count. This one high to right, plenty of time for Peterson, and that is out number one.
With the Rapid squad, love to see a quick inning here in inning number 2. Eagan started with that one quick first out, and then all unraveled from there.
Jack Stumpf, an RBI single in the first. Fouls it back, 1-1. And now it's 1-2. This one hit hard. What a snag by Lockinen. And that's how you play the hot corner.
Yeah, just doing a nice job, just going just a bit to his right and pulling that one down. It was a nice play by Lockinen.
That was hit well
yeah.
by Stumpf. Got a good piece of it. If this is ensnared by Nick Lockinen, that's a double to the corner. Big play by another 2018 graduate for the Rapid squad. Up and in, 1-0. Tom Schiltz doubled and scored, and this time he hits it to left and in on it in plenty of time is Offerdahl for out number 3, and quick 3 outs for the Cardinals in the field. This time still trying to claw back from a big 8-1 deficit on CTN.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids reported.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really want
smart.
cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Mike Severson in the foreground, Rick Roloff behind him. Rick Roloff coached the 15 AAA team to a tournament championship this weekend.
Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations to you as your squad won the tournament, your tournament this weekend. Nice job, manager of the weekend.
I didn't do a lot. I let the boys do the work. That's
not what you told me. You said if it wasn't for you, they never would have won.
Come on, be real. They would have won much easier had it not been for me, maybe. But yes, it was a very hot and steamy weekend. It's much more pleasant for baseball now. Light breeze coming in now from behind home plate, and Coon Rapids able to get a couple of hits with 2 outs in the bottom of the first after that big 8-run explosion for Eagan in the top half.
Well, the fortunate thing for the Rapid squad is that it's early, but they have to get their bats going.
Dane Miller's looked good so far. He starts with under par with his strike, 0-1 here in the second. Quick 1-2-3 inning, though, for Preston Killeen, and that you certainly enjoy when you have to go to the bullpen as early as the first.
Xander hitting .333 as he steps to the plate. Got an opportunity, a lot of opportunity at the varsity level last year for Coon Rapids High School.
2020. Class of 2020. Sophomore going into junior year.
Correct.
As is Ryan Garlick hitting ahead of him. Good fastball, evens the count. Miller works quickly. And he'd like to have a quick inning. Good curveball. Oof. I don't know how you take that one. It was right there. Full count, though. Parr trying to get the Cardinals a leadoff runner here in the second. Swings and misses. First strikeout of the game for Miller. But a good way to start the second.
Well, yeah, if you're Miller, you obviously just want to limit opportunities here. You've got a nice cushion coming into this bottom half of the second. And you just want to pitch your game. You want to limit opportunities for the Rapid squad and really try and move quickly through your inning.
Izzy Petruson, a little late on the fastball for Miller, 0-1.
Izzy looking for his first base hit of the season.
Junior will be senior for the high school squad. Down and in makes it 1-1. Fouled that one well out of play. It was a foul right off the bat, but it did go a very long way.
It did.
Just got a piece of it on the handle, but stays alive at 1-2.
Well, he's a good-sized young man. They have him on the roster listed at 6 foot 238.
Down and in as Miller testing his patience at the plate. That's a called strike on the outside edge. Petruson frustrated. I think he knew it as soon as it happened.
You can see it here. Yeah, he realized not protecting the plate's got to offer at that one.
Back-to-back Ks to start the second inning. So much easier, though, to come into an outing as a starting pitcher and have an 8-0 lead before you ever take the hill.
I would think so. I would think so. It's feel a pretty nice cushion coming in.
All of a sudden, a lot of those starting nerves are gone, and that is the biggest enemy of a pitcher on the hill.
Well, you know, and again, he doesn't have to press. He just has to throw his game. He doesn't have to do anything special. Just keep his control as best possible, and again, just limit opportunities for the Rapid squad. Being up 8-1, 8-0 at the time, but now 8-1.
Offerdahl out in front, fouls it off. It'll stay 0-2. He's in a position where he has to battle now. Miller likes to tempt with that low fastball.
Well, Coach Mossy kind of whipped that ball back to Miller. Miller kind of gave him a big bit of a smile.
He's still got an arm.
He has an arm. He's a heck of a ball player.
This one hit back up the middle. Byrne scoops, has time, throws. Good stretch, too, by Stumpf. And made it close, but they get the out. Offerdahl with good speed down the line, but it's a 1-2-3 inning on both sides in the second inning. It's still 8-1 Eagan as we head to the third.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Back at Wintercrest, a big 8-1 lead for the team from Eagan. Looking to even their record early in this summer season and knock the Cardinals, or the Rapids rather. I'm going to do that all night long.
No surprise.
The
team in red. We're used to talking about the Cardinals. We've been doing it for 21 years. Understandable. Of course, we have done a lot of Legion baseball over the years as well.
Once or twice.
Yep.
Miller got himself a pretty quick inning in the second. So far, he's been strong through the first 4 batters, and making number 5 is locking in, makes that one look easy.
Yeah, it was kind of nonchalant the way he ended up catching that ball. You're right, though. Simple. Just kind of a little flick of the glove.
Weigert rolls it to the right side, scooped by Parr. The throw is
out of time
there, but sliding off the base was Petruson. And Coon Rapids is going to commit second error.
Again, he just didn't get. I don't think he got over the bag. It just kind of hesitated a little bit on that.
Well, he went to the right. He went for the ball.
Yeah.
But he didn't. As he came back, he missed.
Missed the bag.
Stepped over the bag.
Yep.
Justin Fleming. The runner is going. The bunt laid down. Petruson is there. Parr is covering. Good sacrifice for Weigert. But that is out number 2. Moves that runner into scoring position.
Well, Joe, you talked about Eagan. They've been aggressive on the base pass here early today, and you saw it again. Contact and off with the runner, off with the contact.
Bender down and away. Misses 1-0. Poplinski 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored in that 8-run first inning. His first time facing Killeen. That's a good-looking strike right there to make it 2-1.
Yeah, Killeen may have thought would have gotten into the game today, not quite as early as he did. We'll see what that does, stretching out the bullpen.
Able to find the knees and get it to 2-2 on Poplinski. Just off the outside edge, and the count is full. Runner at second, 2 out. Eagan trying to add to their 7-run lead. This one gonna drop in right field. They're gonna send Weigert. He will come home to score in front of the throw. Smart heads up running by Poplinski, and he slides in safely at second. And the lead is back to 8.
Yeah, just a nice piece of hitting and a good aggressive. You get that runner taking second, and then that hit to the outfield and right allows him to score to get that 1 run back that you lost earlier in this game.
Down and away to Aiden Byrne. 2 for 2 in the first inning. RBI and a run scored. And this one hits solidly and will drop well in front of Offerdahl. Offerdahl coming home again. This time the throw is there. And Kopp got the tag on him for out number 3. So a single for Byrne, but Poplinski out at the plate. Just one more. And it's a 9-1 Eagan lead going to the bottom of the 3rd.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome to summer. And we're at the ballpark for American Legion Baseball.
Yeah, beautiful night for a game. Pleasant, not hot, not humid.
First one fouled back by Joe Kopp.
Kopp hitting 250.
Looks at a fastball right there for A strike, it's 0-2 for Dane Miller. Miller, a couple of strikeouts in that second inning. And he's going to start this one with a 3-pitch swinging strikeout of Joe Cobb.
Yeah, he really hasn't been taxed much.
2 2-out hits in the bottom of the first inning that scored the only run. And other than that, he has been completely clean the first time through the Cardinals' order. Double for Locken and a single for Farley. Other than that, he retired everyone else the first time he faced him. And now back to the top of the order for Jackson Bates. This one rolled to the left side. Scooping is Byrne. The throw is there for out number 2.
And a quick out for Bates at the plate. And Byrne
can't sneak it through the hole, and
trying to.
Stumpf had to make a little bit of a stretch over at first, but relatively routine in a quick 2 brings up Bryce Peterson. And he looks at a fastball for a strike. This one foul and well out of the reach of Grunkley. He ran a long way for it, but in the end, it's just to make sure he can get the ball back for his pitcher. But it's 0-2. Again for Dane Miller. Just missed low.
Trying to keep that one low.
Peterson, a fly ball to center field back in the first inning. Hits this one sharply down the line and fair, and it's going to hook. And he is going to turn and go to 2. And he is sliding in as the throw is well off the mark. See if this part of the lineup can start another 2-out rally and further chip into the lead, at least get the one back they gave up in the top half of the inning.
Look at that base hit. Just a really nice job down the line in right field. And he wasn't wasting any time. He hustled into second well ahead of the throw. You talked about locking him with the base hit.
Lockinen doubled
his first time
and scored the 1 run in the top of the first, or bottom of the first. This one hit high, deep, but a lot of air under it, and Parker Weigert waits and ends the inning. So Eagan scores in the top, increase their lead to 9-1. That's where we're at going to the 4th on CTN.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
Beautiful evening for baseball at Wintercrest Park, and Eagan with an offensive explosion in the first, 8 runs. And here, first pitch of this 4th is sent high behind second. Backing up on it is Xander Parr to make the catch for out number 1, as Matt Burgum didn't want to stay in the box long.
Offering at that first pitch. Here as we start at the top of the fourth. Still now 9-1 Eagan. Again, it's key. You're in the field. Get out quickly. Get your guys back to the plate.
Having a very nice night. Hanging fastball is drilled toward right, backing up and making the play is Bryce Peterson.
Another quick out for Eagan.
You can't beat that. Two pitches, 2 out.
You like that? That's efficiency. You like that?
Jack Stumpf hit it sharply in the second, but snared it down the line by Nick Laakinen. This one foul and out of play down the line. And it's 0-2.
Colleen like to make quick work here.
Oh, that's a tough pitch to take. On 0-2, I think everyone in the audience held their breath awaiting the umpire's call on that one. Even the Eagan fans breathed a sigh of relief when it was called off the edge, and now down and in evens the count 2-2.
Well, yeah, you talked about it, just a tough one to take as a batter. You hope and pray that's not called strike.
That one up and away, and it's back to a full count now. This one hit well on the line to the gap. It's going to fall. Garlick in there, gets it to the center of the infield anyway, and keeps the runner at first.
Well, fortunately, he didn't try and stretch that, because had he tried that, I think he would have made it. The throw was offline. Misplayed a little bit in the outfield.
Offerdahl and Garlick getting a little crossed up and both overrunning the ball a bit. It's a single for Stumpf either way. The miscue doesn't, and miscommunication doesn't cost them this time, but Tom Schiltz at the plate. First pitch, easy play for the pitcher as he just flips it over to Petruson to end the inning. One hit, one left, but a 9-1 lead midway through the fourth for Eagan. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
So it couldn't have started much worse for the Coon Rapids home squad, coming in with a 4-4 record after a pretty good weekend tournament. And the bats just came alive, not hit incredibly hard, but finding the holes in the Cardinal defense. 7 hits, 8 runs, 1 error charged to the Cardinals. Only half of those 8 were earned. Cardinals got a bit of a 2-out rally in the bottom half of the first with a 2-out double by Laakinen and then the sharp single by Farley. Laakinen slid in safely. Great play along the line by Laakinen there. Possibly save more runs in the second. But in the third, Eagan able to add 1 more run. Again, Dane Miller has pretty much been cruising except for those 2 hits. Bryce Peterson did get another 2-out double. Again in the third for Coon Rapids, but Again, awful lot of pressure off your shoulders when you have an 8-run lead to start a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you just relax. And you talked about the ease in which he's gone through most of the time for this lineup, and the fact that he has been able to cruise and just be comfortable on the mound with that 8-run lead.
Farley, an RBI single, first time up. And it's a 3-pitch strikeout, just eating up the outside corner. Well, and you talk about the top half of this inning. We saw Preston Colleen throw just 9 pitches, gave up a single. 6 of the 9 pitches were to the one batter he allowed on base. The other 3 pitches were 1-pitch outs.
Incredible.
And Miller just throwing darts here to start the second half of the second inning. First one that is missed. Evens the count to Ryan Garlick, 1-1. Garlick a ground out to second base. Another one low. Missing low again, and now Garlick in the driver's seat, 3-1.
And we talked about Garlick, who had a nice season at the varsity level, and great opportunity for him to continue to work on his game here and playing Legion ball. As you mentioned, he'll be a junior next year.
Clips the edge down and away, full count. Fastball called strike at the knees, and back-to-back looking strikeouts for the Rapids here in the bottom of the 4th. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Dane Miller. Big swinging strike to start Xander Parr. And now down and in. That one fouled well out of play. Miller back ahead in the count, 1-2. Inside, 2-2.
Yeah, velocity good at this point of the game. Obviously, this time that pitch a little bit to the inside, but down in that part of the zone he'd like it to be.
Missing low again, and it's a full count. Called strike as Parr flipped the bat. 3 straight strikeouts, all on called third strikes in the strong inning for Dane Miller on the mound. Gets his team back at the plate with a 9-1 lead. We start the 5th after this on CTN.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes. I
Right.
mean, like, I was about to move in with my parents, And right before, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know.
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you?
Starting the fifth, Coon Rapids trailing 9-1. One hopper knocked down by Petruson. He'll jog to the base. And that's a very quick out for A.J. Battaglia.
Well, we saw that last inning, a couple of really quick outs for Eagan, making a quick outing in the field for the Rapids squad. That time, Petruson able to get the glove on it, run to the bag well before the hitter got there.
Parker Weigert reached on a fielder's choice. This time, one pitch right to par over to Petruson, out number 2. These guys don't like to stand in the box very long.
No, they get up quick.
Being aggressive, got a pitch you can hit. I was gonna say Weigert reached on an error in the first, or on a fielder's choice in the first, and an error in the third, and scored both times.
Evan Cleary, now the hitter for Eagan, getting his first opportunity in the lineup.
This one skied foul territory. Petruson over for a look, but out of his reach.
Here comes Dog. Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. Will you play catch? Please play catch.
Count 1-1 to Evan Cleary now. Curveball nowhere close. Easy take. 2-1.
Somebody throw me the ball. Oh, throw it over here. Oh, wait, over here.
Good and tired puppy dog by the end of the night. This one rolled back up the left side. Bates scoops, throws, and down goes Eagan. 1-2-3 in the top of the fifth. They lead 9-1. Halfway through, you're watching CTN's coverage of American Legion Baseball.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home.
I blew on him.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now.
I don't even know how I'm doing it. Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
New pitcher is Drew Grunkley. A.J. Battaglia will take over for Grunkley at third. Really strong outing for the starter, Dane Miller. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings.
It's impressive.
Gave up 3 hits, 1 run. Didn't walk anybody. All 3 hits he gave up came with 2 outs. 3 straight cold strikes in the 4th frame. And the bottom third of the order due up for the Rapids.
You know, we were hoping to go live tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't. But I know we have some very special people watching here tonight. Bonnie and Jim Acker from Oak Grove, Minnesota. Hopefully they'll be watching the replay. And then Darlene Drum all the way from Livermore, California.
Livermore,
California.
Favorite sandwich meats.
Oh,
wait,
no, that's liverwurst.
Yes.
It's the worst.
Bottom half of inning number 5. Petrusin, Offerdahl, and Kopp, the scheduled hitters for the Rapids. 1-0. Curveball in there, and it's 0-2.
Rapid squad trying to get something going here in the bottom half of the 5th, trailing by 8. And we watched Miller on the mound here, really doing a nice outing, keeping this this lineup at bay. Dane Miller with a really nice outing for Eagan.
Grunkley has a couple he can play with, and he dumps it in the dirt, and Petrusin not biting. Taking one for the team, the leadoff man's on board as Grunkley got Petrusin in the hip.
Hip.
Adam Offerdahl, the next batter, a ground out to short, his only plate appearance so far. Curveball in for a strike, and Petrusin scared back to bag number 1 on the throwdown from Schultz. Pitch misses outside.
Well, the Rapids hitters get an opportunity to see Grunkley now. A little different look from Miller.
High fly to short right, running in, diving is Burgum. He can't reach it. And they will hold Petrusin at second as he had to wait as Burgum made it close.
Well, that ball kind of just died as it went for that right field line. Burgum trying to get over on his horse, trying to make it a stretch for it, but it's going to get past him.
Grunkley a little more caution now with a couple of runners on. Showing bunt and dropping down a good one is Kopp. They'll go to second. They will get Offerdahl. Don't even try to get Kopp over at first.
Would have been a tough throw to the bag over at first had they tried to get him.
So Cap at first, Petrusin at third, nobody out. This one bounces. Kopp is easily going to move over to second. Slides in just to make sure. It's a good stop really by Schultz behind the plate, but it skipped away from him a little bit. And I think they would have been running Joe Kopp early in the count anyhow.
I agree.
Try and get out of the double play and keep the pressure on with the top of the order back at the plate. Bates a couple of ground balls in his 2 trips. Curveball misses in, 2-0. Curveball right through the zone that time, and Bates stays still. It's 2-1.
Yeah, did a nice job of tailing off right at the end.
That was a tough one to lay back on, especially considering the previous curveball dropped in for a called strike. This one apparently stays just high, 3-1. Fastball called. Oh no, off the edge.
No, just off the edge.
Oh, they did call it strike.
Yeah, just.
So it's 3-2.
It just touched the edge.
Hit his second batter of the ball game, of the inning. Four hitters, 2 hit, 1 single, and 1 fielder's choice on the sacrifice bunt attempt. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Bryce Peterson, who has one of the Cardinals' 3 hits, and it was a solid double.
It was a solid double and a good situation for Peterson as this Rapid squad down by 8, trying to claw back into this in the bottom half of the 5th.
Need to make something out of this opportunity. That pitch way out of the reach of Schultz, and Petruson will jog home. Both runners advance on the wild pitch.
Yeah, he sailed that pitch.
And now 2 in scoring position for Peterson. A hit to the outfield could bring 2 across. Grunkley missing inside, 2-0. Called strike, 2-1.
Oh, Grunkley with that solid cushion. Again, 1 away. Just trying to get out of this inning. He'll give up that run, one more run. But like to.
Down and in, knocked down though by Schultz. 3-1. A lot of foul territory here at Wintercrest. So if it gets past the catcher with any speed, it's nearly impossible to catch a runner. This one rolled slowly towards second. Fleming charges. Only option is to get the out over at first. A run scores, an RBI for Peterson. Bates moves over to third.
Well, again, just concede that run. They're fine with that to get that second out.
Nick Lockinen hoping to come up with a 2-out hit for the second time tonight. He's come up all 3 times with 2 outs. This time with a runner at third base.
Big smile on Nick's face. He knew that was his pitch. He wished he had that one back.
Down and in, 1-1. Floats it in there and gets that in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, and that's exactly where he wants to be, just in this situation with a really good hitter at the plate. You obviously have to be careful what you offer him in this situation.
Another curveball, nicely gobbled up by Schultz.
Ooh.
Misses outside, and the count is full.
They missed by too much. Again, good patience at the plate by Lockinen to let that one go by.
Ball back, and that'll get out of play. We'll try again. Glockinen takes time, backs out. Curveball misses low and a walk. Put runners at the corners now, 2 out. 2 already across here in the inning for the Cardinals.
Well,
and a trip to the mound.
And they had that situation to get out of the inning, unfortunately could not.
Dean Miller started, had a strong 4 innings. Finished with 3 straight strikeouts in the 4th. Just a brief chat to try and calm Grunkley's nerves a little bit. Just go out, try and get this last out. Still a healthy lead for Eagan, but plenty of ball game remaining as well. Farley fouls back.
Yeah, again, just want to get ahead of the count. Want to worry about that hitter at the plate, not worry about those runners on base. Just get that 3rd out and move to the top of the 6th.
This one foul.
That's going right for the truck. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it.
New windshield facing foul territory for the CTN, the original CTN truck.
That is the original truck. That's old school.
Vintage.
The OG.
The OT, original truck. Farley hits it sharply to short. They'll go the short way to Fleming for out number 3. Cardinals leave a pair stranded, but get to home. They cut the lead to 9-3 as we head to inning number 6 on CTN.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
(6-3) as we enter the late innings here at Wintercrest Park. 9-3. I flipped it upside down there for a second. An 8-run first inning for Eagan. Takes him to this huge lead. Coon Rapids finally able to chip away for a crooked number in that 5th.
Well, now it's all about quick innings in the field for the Rapids squad.
Well, and Preston Colleen, since coming in,
pitched well.
He has been solid. Gave up 1 run back in the 3rd inning. That was unearned. Scattered a couple of hits. Facing the top of the order here. And a 3-0 pitch hit well to center. Going back and there for the catch is Ryan Garlick. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, when that ball comes off the bat, it looks like it's gonna go further than it did. But Garlick doing a nice job of just making sure he recorded the out.
Now Aiden Byrne. That one off the ground and off the mask of Joe Kopp. A little wake-up pitch. It's 2-0.
Big smile on his face, too. Burns having a nice get. Three for three. Yeah, that'll rattle the cage a little bit.
Huh? Where'd it go? Comes back with a good pitch on the inside edge. Makes it 2-1. Down and away, 3-1. And ball 4 will put Aiden Byrne at first base with 1 out. Clean had been very efficient coming into this inning. 4 1/3 innings, he'd only gone to 3 ball counts twice. And here to both of the first guys he faces. Starts Burgum out with a strike. Burgum an RBI single in his first at bat of the first inning. Since then, a fly out to right and a pop up. Runner is going. The pitch is called to strike. Great throw by Joe Kopp down the line, right where it needed to be. Bates was on task and sweeps the tag. That's a great throw by Joe Kopp.
Yeah, great release, right where it needed to be, and he didn't. He had him by a little bit. It's a great play defensively for Kopp.
And it was a called strike. This one hit toward the hole. Bates waits, collects, throws low. Great dig, but not in time. And that's the third error of the ball game for the Cardinals.
Now Bates, the throw was a little bit low. Not able to get.
Took Petrusin off the base just a bit. And good speed by Burgum down the line keeps this inning alive. Another strong throw from Kopp, and Burgum has to quickly scamper back to the base at first. Two and 0 to the now pitcher, Drew Grunkley. Started at third base. Looks at a strike to make it 2-1. Did miss by much on the inside edge, 3-1.
We're in danger of putting another runner on here. He does. Our coach Mossy is going to take a walk to the mound and talk to Preston Colleen.
Had not walked a batter through the 4 1/3 innings coming into this 6th, and now he's walked 2.
Just a little, settle him down just a bit. 2 out, just try and get out of this inning with 2 runners on. Trailing by 6, you just need your squad to get back to the plate. Try and, with the limited amount of outs you have left, try and chip away.
Jack Stumpf, an RBI single in the first. Another single in the 4th. This one hit high and hard, deep to right center. It's well over the head. Garlick is chasing all the way to the wall. 2 runs are going to score, and Stumpf standing easily at second with the 2-run double. His third hit of the ball game.
A pitch up in the zone. Stump with a nice job of drilling that to deep center field. Perfect spot for him. You see Garlic giving chase as it goes to the wall.
A curveball just stays high. Tom Schiltz, a double back in that first inning, also scored. Trying to keep the two-out rally going here. Add some more unearned runs to the tally. This one skied to right, under it easily for the catch is Peterson. Out number 3, and the inning is over, but 2 more on the board, and now an 11-3 lead for Eagan as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
On the face of Rapids fans. A lot of relaxed and easy evening to enjoy if you're rooting for Eagan.
This would be true because your squad is really dominated from start to finish here as we start the bottom half of the 6th. And the Rapids squad in a deep, deep hole.
Eight runs for Eagan in the first. They added one in the 3rd and again in the 6th, scored a pair after the Rapids got a pair with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, starting to chip away a little bit. Eagan answers and just gets those ones right back to an 8-run lead. Ryan Garlic leading off 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1.
Garlic looking for his first hit of the game.
That one down and away, skips underneath the glove of Schiltz behind the mound all the way to the backstop. 2-1. This one hit hard and past the glove of Battaglia at 3rd, and a leadoff single for Ryan Garlic.
Garlic did get that first hit of the evening. Good way to start here in the bottom half of the 6th.
Brock Roloff will come in and bat for Xander Parr.
Brock hitting 300 steps to the plate. Opportunity for the youngster to see if continue this inning. Keep things rolling.
Pitch is down in the dirt and it skipped away from Schiltz. Getting over to second quickly is Garlic on the pitch in the dirt. missing up and away, 2-0 to roll off with now a runner at second base and nobody out. Fastball misses down and out, 3-0. Roll off taken all the way on 3-0. Good pitch delivered there by Grunkley. 3-1. Up and in, ball 4. 2 on, nobody out as we get to Izzy Petrusin. Easy for me to say.
Easy for you to say.
Did you say Izzy for
I did.
me? You're a genius. Runners at first and second. Petrusin hit by a pitch last time up, scored a run in that 5th inning for the Cardinals, for the Rapids rather. Post 334, that is. Pitch misses down and away.
I mean, it's a large hole to dig out of, but I was going to call them the Cardinals. The Rapids, all game I didn't do it. Rapids off to a good start here in the bottom of the 6th, nobody out. A couple of runners on.
Well, need a monster inning at this point.
Huge.
With only 6 outs remaining in your evening. Down by 8 again. This one skied in the infield. Infield fly rule, so batter is out. Little strategy being relayed back to the dugout from the coach as Offerdahl taps it foul.
I think it's just in the way that he's going to bring hitters out there.
Didn't miss by much. Just below the knees on Offerdahl. It's 1-1, and he's not offering. Another good breaking pitch in there and gets him in the count 1-2.
Yeah, that situation wants to be in, just one away. But again, nice little cushion. He's not too concerned about losing this lead at this point in the game.
Went after a curveball down and away out of the zone, and that's strike 3. Big second out.
Yeah, again, just couldn't hold up, broke the wrists. He's going to bring up Logan Severson. Opportunity to get a hit here for the Rapids. Looking for his first hit of the season as a member of this Legion squad.
Called strike on the outside edge. Breaking pitch on the inside corner. And it's an 0-2 count. Fastball fouled back and out of play. Severson battling to stay alive. Curveball misses low, but Grunkley's got plenty to play with. Ahead 1-2. single and walk to start, but then a pop-up and a strikeout, trying to get out of the inning without any damage done. Send it to the 7th. With Eagan still in complete control.
They certainly are. They have been since the get-go.
This one back to the left side and underneath is sprawling Battaglia. They're going to send Garlick home. He will score in front of the throw. An RBI single for Logan Severson.
Yeah, and Severson gets his first hit of the season. Of course, we watched Ryan Garlick during the high school season. He has wheels.
So runners at first and second, still 2 away. Back to the top of the order, Jackson Bates. Also hit by a pitch his last time up. Looks at a strike, 0-1. Fooled him with the off-speed stuff that fell off the table. It's 0-2. He's able to get here, though, against Severson and unable to close the deal. Curveball foul back off the backstop. And now Bates stays alive.
Again, trying to see if they can continue to cut in this lead with 2 away.
But Adam pitches down and away. Brock Roloff at second base. Severson at first. Fastball got a piece of it, but squeezed by Schultz behind the plate. That's a strikeout, and the inning is over. We go to inning number 7. It is Eagan 11, Coon Rapids 4. You're watching CTN's coverage of American Legion Baseball.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Stretching into the early evening hours. Slow start with 9 runs in that first inning. Since then, we've clipped along pretty well, but
we have for the most part. So we start at the top of the 7th.
But we get to the 9th or the 7th now, with Coon Rapids needing to not let any more damage get done. And at the same time, get their bats going.
It's Lockinen
now.
now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Nick Lockinen, the catcher for the first time tonight, and as they pinch hit for Joe Kopp.
Nate Breams played third.
Lockinen not able to get the pop-up. Fortunately for Coon Rapids, it was in foul territory. or that would have been one of the ugliest base hits in history for A.J. Battaglia.
Battaglia happy that he did not make that catch, gets the opportunity to stay in the play.
This one hit well, but well out of play, 1-2.
Chance to continue hitting.
Curveball grounded to first, scoop by Petruson. He'll jog over and tag the bag for out number 1.
Battaglia turns into an out nonetheless. Carter Gage, the hitter for Eagan.
This one fouled back. Curveball fouled, and it's 0-2.
And a couple of quick strikes here to start him off 0-2.
And again, Colleen's really had a pretty nice outing since coming in with 2 outs in that first inning. He has given up 4 runs in his 5 2/3, I suppose. Now 2-2. Locking into work back there behind the plate.
Well, after starting out 0-2, 3 straight balls.
And a called strike as Gage thought he was getting a free pass.
He was ready.
The only pass is back to the dugout.
He was ready to head down the baseline.
And now Evan Cleary reached on an error and scored in that long first inning. Dropped down a sacrifice bunt in the third. This one foul, and it fell.
It did. I think he lost sight of it.
Yeah, he was.
It looked like he had the
in
opportunity.
range.
Yeah, he definitely was in range, but I think he lost sight of it at the last minute. That was Nate Breams. You see, looking, that realized it was really just behind him. So we saw Nate with that tough injury in the football season this year. Missed a lot of time.
One and one now to Evan Cleary. Look at Matt Mossy, cat-like reflexes behind the dish.
He doesn't fool around, Matt Mossy.
Curveball in there for a called strike, and Cleary knew that was strike 3 as he immediately heads for the dugout. But a lot of work to be done if the Rapids hope to climb back into this one. They're down 11-4, heading to the bottom of the 7th.
Completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Back at the ballpark, one last chance for the Coon Rapids squad. Bryce Peterson, Nick Lockinen, and Braden Farley, the scheduled hitters. Ryan Garlick, if we can make it that far. They have 4 of the Rapids' 5 hits in the ball game.
Well, you talk about the do or die situation for Coon Rapids. This is it. They would need a miraculous comeback here, down by 7.
This one chopped. Easy play for Grunkley from the mound. 1 up, 1 down.
High chopper off the front of the plate. As you mentioned, Grunkley with a good play, quick throw to the bag to get Peterson.
Nick Lockinen, a double and a run scored in the first. Was walked his third time up, I should say. 1 for 2. Grunkley humming with the fastball and then goes back to that curve, drops it in the dirt, and Lockinen's not interested. This one squared up, but and then skipped away from Justin Fleming at second. That'll be, I believe, the first error of the game for Eagan in the field. Coon Rapids with 3.
Actually, that's Cleary now over at second base for Eagan.
Of course it is. Who else would it be? That one really just got eaten up in the grass and then somehow bounced past Cleary. Braden Farley rolls it to third. The throw is wide of Cleary and out into right field. Lockinen will advance over to third, and back-to-back errors. After a quick first out, a couple of routine ground balls that
should have been out.
The game should be over.
Should be over, correct.
And just a bad throw from Battaglia, well off the bag. Runners at the corners for Ryan Garlick. Garlick pops it up just behind second base. Back on it is Cleary. Uses 2 hands, secures the out. No runners advance, and we've got out number 2.
Okay, let's go, D-Grunt. Strike him out.
So that'll bring up Brock Roloff. A walk in his only at bat tonight. Fastball left up high, 1-0. Has to duck away from that one. All the way to the backstop. Both runners advance easily. The Cardinals, Rapids rather, get one across.
Schultz didn't see that one. I think that just whizzed by his head. Tried to get the glove up. Roloff smartly ducking under that.
2 errors, a wild pitch, and a run across. A runner at second. Now 2 out, though. 2-0 count is Brock Roloff. Finds the zone there. I don't know if that was there. He said that Roloff
committed,
turned too much as he turned the hips across. Said it clipped the corner. It's either way, it's 2-2. Reaches out and flares that one foul. Keeping the game alive.
And just doing a job. You want to protect the plate. Make sure you don't strike out, swing at that pitch, miss it. Just make sure you get a piece of it.
Curveball is in there. Roloff knew it immediately as it broke across. That's out number 3 in a ball game in favor of Eagan.
Yeah, Eagan smartly did a nice job, on building up that lead, and really didn't look back. Coon Rapids not able to claw back into this lead. Just 5 runs in this game, 11 runs, 11 hits. Couple errors for Eagan, 5 runs, 6 hits.
Just 5 runs, but 5 runs should be enough.
Not when you.
Unfortunately, a very rough first inning with 8 runs allowed, 4 of them unearned, and never really able to compete the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's just they had a hole to dig out of and couldn't dig it. Couldn't get that shovel deep enough to dig out.
Cardinals fall to 4-5, but still very early in the summer. Lots more baseball to be played before we get to the next school year, so plenty of time to recover. Again, the final score from Wintercrest, it's Eagan 11, Coon Rapids 5. I want to thank everybody out for joining us. Continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.